It's going to hurt every American. It's going to hurt the kids at the universities who've had nothing to do with protesting, but it's also going to hurt the kind of medical research and other kinds of great research that is done at Harvard and other universities. So we sent him a very strong letter just the other day, asking 8 very strong questions about why this isn't just a pretext.
It's feeling like he can't do anything right. That was Senator Chuck Schumer laying out his big plan against Donald Trump. They are going to fight him, okay, with this solution, a strongly worded letter. And I mean tough, okay? On CNN State of the Union weekend, Chuck Schumer explained how Democrats are going to fight back against Trump pulling federal funding from Harvard. What do you think? I probably should make fun of him, but it just seems like I wasn't that fond of Schumer and some of his actions over the years, policies, whatever. But just like that, I do feel like there's nothing he can do right except be the punchline. It's like everything is a punchline to me. Is that fair, unfair?
It's both. So that's why the poll question we have in the live chat shows live 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern every day on YouTube and everywhere else you get the Young Turks. Okay, does Schumer get any cookies for this? And so the natural inclination is to say no. I mean, here at the Young Turks, I think we've cornered the market on making fun of strongly worded letters, which Democratic leadership is very fond of. So naturally you're gonna say, oh, come on, you're not gonna get cookies for letters, right? But hold, there's a twist here. I might actually say yes. I love defying expectations, but there's a really good reason why. Sharon, tell us the rest of the story.
We'll give you the full clip of what Chuck Schumer shared.
Well, first, Harvard did not do enough to curb anti-Semitism. I've been vocal about that. But let me just say this. What Trump is doing goes way beyond anti-Semitism. He is going after these universities like he's going after judges, like he's going after law firms, like he's going after the media. Because he just doesn't, he doesn't believe in democracy. He thinks he's king, as he said. And he did this at Harvard. So a bunch of us, Jewish senators, just sent a letter to the administration saying, detailed the specific incidents of anti-Semitism and why cutting money off to cancer research or to Alzheimer's research has anything to do with anti-Semitism. It doesn't. He is using anti-Semitism, and it's appropriate to go after specific incidents of anti-Semitism as a pretext to hurt these great universities. It's going to hurt every American.
So if Schumer's right and what Trump is doing is going to hurt every American, is a letter enough? And there are calls, of course, that are still out there for Schumer to resign. He says he's not going anywhere.
I'm staying put because I have been able to unite my caucus in a very strong fight against Trump. And that's what we have to do. And I'm doing it every day in every way.
All right, so Senator Schumer says he's still up for the job. President Trump has cut federal funding from Harvard after university did not comply with his demands. Trump's demands for Harvard were end diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, prohibit masks at campus protests that he said are anti-Semitic, stop hiring teachers he categorized as activist. These demands and threats to the cutting of federal funding has even struck a nerve with Candace Owens. Take a look at what she had to say.
How could Trump be such a free speech enthusiast and allowing these things to happen, going after college universities, trying to suppress speech while pretending that you're not suppressing speech, while pretending that you're fighting DEI? It's so messy, it's so obvious. Everyone knows what you're doing. People who are still trying to grift, I suppose, are not willing to challenge you on this, which is ridiculous, because when you are out of office, we are gonna have to live with these consequences. Our children are going to have to grow up in this America, okay? So when you threaten our speech, it's not worth it so that we can have pom-poms and go hurrah for a couple of years, then go, okay, well, yeah, now it kind of stinks because, we're getting arrested for wrongthink. We got David Friedman, yeah, arrest him, arrest Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, get them, I love it. Everyone can see what's happening left and right.
Yeah, apparently even Bill Maher, he sat down with Charlie Kirk on the Random podcast, and he's opposing Trump's threats of cutting federal funding.
All the things that make your life, and especially the life of minorities and oppressed people better, come from Western civilization. Rule of law, scientific inquiry, freedom of speech, democracy, all the things, women's rights, gay rights, all of it is Western civilization. And the question is, how do you extirpate that from universities without, he's going after the research money. It has nothing to do with this.
Besides the people who are working for him at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and maybe Pete Hegseth, who it doesn't seem like he doesn't have his usual supporters, Cenk. What do you make of Candace Owens, Bill Maher, who that doesn't surprise me as much, speaking out, Charlie Kirk even, about what Trump is doing here and being so vocal about it?
So the surprising part is, and this is, you got to give it to Trump for this pulling off this minor miracle. He's united Candace Owens and Chuck Schumer and Bill Maher. Okay, so I didn't think that was possible, so there you go. Although actually I was one of the few people who did think it was possible. Anyways, the other miracles, Candace Owens defending Harvard. You know, they used to say this thing, thanks Obama, right? For what random things that happen because they're right wing used to criticize Obama over everything. Now this is a thanks Trump. Hey, Candace Owens defending Harvard, thanks Trump, but said in a different way. And then Chuck Schumer and Bill Maher, Trump has gone so over the top that he's gotten them to be against an anti-Semitism task force. Another miracle. That's 3 miracles for the price of 1. That is how unpopular Trump's ideas are, that he has done these miraculous things of bringing these guys together and having them fight against things or for things that they would have never imagined being for or against. So that's amazing. Now, back to the letter and how we should judge Schumer. One of our members on Twitch, is Just Vegas, said, I have a strongly worded letter for Schumer. It starts with an F. Okay, so I hear you guys, and we make fun of the Democrats' strongly worded letters all the time. But think about what Schumer's doing. Schumer organized 7 Jewish senators to say your anti-Semitism task force is wrong. Leave these colleges alone. Don't attack freedom of speech. Don't attack their research. Don't attack their academic freedom. No, you got to give Schumer a lot of credit for that. So, look, Trump has gone so wildly out of control in this regard that he's lost everybody, right, left, as Candace Owens said, and even lost Schumer on this. But still, nevertheless, I think he deserves a lot of credit for that. I mean, you saw earlier Bernie calling out AIPAC on national TV. Here's Schumer fighting against overreach in trying to arrest and deport Israel's critics and going after the funding of the schools. I didn't think I'd see that in America. I mean, I didn't think I'd see people getting arrested for criticizing Israel, but I also didn't think I'd see Chuck Schumer and some powerful senators fighting back. And I love that they did. And so that's why every once in a while when we talk about Israel, I say, don't remember, this is about a foreign government. It's not about American citizens here. Our Jewish brothers and sisters are oftentimes part of the fight against this kind of abuse, and all the way up to people in the establishment like Chuck Schumer now joining that. And I appreciate that deeply. So Sharon, letter not so great. I wish there was a better way, but at least he organized those folks to come out against this. So where do you land on it?
You might have convinced me. I just wonder if he's the right front guy, and not to give any credit to Trump for his vile accusations and racism and anti-Semitism. He's declared Schumer and others not real Jews, if they don't believe what he believes or vote the way he wants to vote. I just think that sometimes you need a new messenger. I agree, what he did is necessary, and it was great. I don't know why I had to say it like that. It was great, reluctantly. But I just sometimes wonder if maybe I know he's a senior senator in New York, and I just wonder if sometimes there needs to be a different messenger. That's all, Jay.
Oh yeah. On that, I totally agree with you. But the poll question was, does he get any cookies? And yes, is my answer.
One. I want him to split it with the others.
No.
Sorry. All right.
I'm going to give more than that. I'm not giving the whole box. Give me better than a letter, right? But overall, way to rally good folks and fighting for America and not the overt control over our policies and our freedoms and our speech. So on that, thank you, Chuck Schumer. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.